topic. So always we just discuss about the problems that Ghana face, problems that buying we out to face, problems that your mama will face here, but we hardly talk about solutions. Boom. Let's discuss about solutions in Ghana. Nti me ba address about 6 or so challenges that Ghana face as we speak today. Na me pa cho bo modern say woni me nyina betimi share solutions together. Na number it be adwuma no and that screen also no. Nti se obetimi join me a mani ebeje. Me pa cho dwumadi e di enye one man show. Me pa cho da bi enye one man show. Ye nyina na ye. Nti I believe that along the point in Kwache Frederick be join me from Paris. Na oneme atwitwe nkomanabo Minia William Cap. Me pa cho bibi aboko there. I think you've been the first man on the show. Why are they? Me was say. But the program air live on YouTube, Samsung live on Facebook. So on these kind of two platforms, you know, with me, I join the na on the actually and common album. And as I indicated earlier on, we be discussing serious social problems in Ghana, and then we present their solutions to the best of my knowledge. But because I'm a Tarzan, me name all the challenges that Ghana face, then I cannot perform all the solutions system no ibitimi aye. And that is something I think say we all need to talk about. And moving on, my small slideshow presentation mede babeye I don't know. The first problem you say you discuss it and unemployment. Unemployment, there, I think say we all need to talk about it. Unemployment, because unemployment I say a juma in Ghana, not youth no so do na ako school enya juma nye youth no do na asua juma but omunya juma enye. But let me just place myself somewhere. I'll be moving myself from one point to the other. Until send be I'll be to me I follow the argument na and the yeah baby no me pacho manya text messages a lot, but I think say then maybe when I go through the presentation we can start to discuss all these kind of things. Nti yebeyene bibisa. Nti me pacho unemployment ya there yeba be discuss today. Na ya pe ne poma sibre ya pe solutions be bema unemployment. Me pacho so also will be you can also equally join me now also bit me send the comments about me to me okay. The second challenge yeba kasafa ho corruption. Corruption is a social problem at Ghana because corruption is a development in Ghana. And we can equally link unemployment to corruption because the more na abayum panyifo any nipa bi more mind area mind sika no. And ma youth no say sika na say the channel ko ye adwuma pa e de ma ye no intimi achieve that kind of end result no. Until we're going to discuss about that also. And then yebesan akasafa poverty ho. Here buburu ya adokoro oman Ghana. We need to also discuss about this kind of thing also. And these are some of the things I'll take my time, then I'll expand it one after the other. And yes, I'm just rushing. I'm just giving you the brief scenario and we discuss it, then we all talk about it. That is something I want us to talk about. May twice on sono pacho my main family home and 2 years. Rural urban migration and so there and yɛbɛkasa afa ho nipa dodo na to free yɛnkuro nketewa no asɛ kuro a yɛfɛ no nkuro asɛ anasɛ yɛkuro nketewa or whatever. I don't know how we're going to discuss or we have to call it ɛba kuro kɛseɛ. Now as people are migrating from kuro nketewa mu ɛba akɛseɛ mu nso no ɛno ankasa nso wɔ ne challenges ɛwɔ hɔ ɛde pressure ɛba Accra Kumasi those kind of especially these two cities Accra and Kumasi the challenge in pressure ɛba hɔ no ɛso ɛna yɛgyae nkuro nketewa mu nso no ama development ɛwɔ no nso no ɛnhyɛ da nkɔ so hɔ. So what we need to discuss today is say ɛdeɛn na yɛbɛtumi ayɛ afa ho sɛnɛ bɛ yɛbɛtumi solve all these two challenges together, because we don't have to let people migrate from the rural communities you know ɛnwane mmaa Accra abra a ɔmo bɛdu Accra nso na ɔmo ni baabi ɔmo bɛtena ɔmo ni adwumayɛ ɔmo nya nsu papa nom ɔmo nya aduane papa ni ɔyare a ɔntumi nkɔ hospital, and these kind of things are something that we need to discuss as a nation moving forward on team epacho ubetimi me atena ade a mani ebeje ho. Then again us yebeka safa lack of well defined child welfare practices. Nkwala edin aniswade hunu na yɛwɔ ma nkwalaa a ɛbɛma nkwalaa no nso nya ahotosoɔ sɛ ampa mpanyinfoɔ yɛ ɔmo adi kan they have a solution for me. We need to discuss all these kind of things because a serious issue na neighbor be discussed. We don't have to take it to say ebia oh na me akwalaa bi ne nam Ghana hɔ na oni adwuma yɛ a me de fa me ho bɛ dabi akwalaa no wɔ adwuma yɛ na sɛ itimi hwɛ akwalaa no yie na ɔnyare ne ho tɔ no those kind of things a akwalaa no ani gye ne ma parents no so ani gye then the society as a whole no nyina no ani etimi gye. So that is something we also going to talk about it. And then illiteracy and then access to quality education, inaccessibility of quality education. So yeah, they are what I mean by this and say the illiteracy rate of Ghana no, that's in the part do no munya kwan enku school Ghana no. Also, all those are free education, but the quality of the education also is at stake. And somebody might say, okay, Obi a school, they're all right. But who go school, no? Do you get the education at a quality enough? Obi timi don't say, see, Obi say, school ya makwe, idea ma school, but we are making me compete with the world now. Because the world as a globe, no, you compete on the same platform. So, Ghana, now te, say, that dear so. Idea so, who say, only be or cry, pre on the same facility. Only will be out to Japan, more pre on the global scale. No, you are challenging on the same platform because quality of education and the quality of life and you also need the same quality of life in Ninabi. So these are some of the things that we need to discuss as a nation. And yes, maybe I'm just trying to compare Ghana and Dabi. But Ghana, one can you bet me compare Ghana now among itself to say, I met me for Sunyane and they compare Takrade, met me for Aurawa and they compare Accra, this kind of things. So we also need it because we are all Ghanaians living in the same community. And then resources in all my idea. So we are all competing on the same scale. And this time, we go school, Sunyane Technical University. Now we go school, Accra Technical University. In a school, the same course on the day we are going to. You pay the same thing in enjoy. Now, do you think the education is it quality enough? So these are some of the things that enable. So what we're gonna do is say, let me just move on now. Made a few solutions to unemployment. So what we're gonna do is I'll engage Fred. Now you discuss it, the first 6 points, then we come back to solution now. My imagine say me be presenting on myself. Maybe solution I media ban. Maybe you're not gonna agree with me, and I say also wait me we can discuss all these kind of solutions together. So what I'm gonna do now is say me try say me the Fred Beba, but along the point me patcho was applying that's also wait me I join here now only discuss it because one thing Ghana I say yeah they say we always talk about problems, but solutions they are in time famba. And they are just here because Maya you casa too much, but you need solution. No, Papa BC also talk only, and again you name, but you need solutions to the society. Also, friends and Neto, he said something like that. Yesterday I made mention about it by name Kai. We only talk, but we don't have actions. We don't use actions. It's like Ghana for it good at saying problems, but we can see for solutions. None. There was a day because might be an old blocks by myself. Now I'm in any komo na okasa bebre as a problem so who Ghana no. A does when a president where he say in a way is he knows history about every president in Ghana na boni awadi. O man minister be all Ghana boni awadi with me kai. Okay we na bisa na say o. In some of can you know. Mami 3 solution a bit in that service ade no. But we dey man say that nwi hu. Say we are the bisa media man. Na me say na say problems when why dream over the years. I didn't think I won't need solution, one single solution. So that is the kind of problems that Ghana is facing. These kind of challenges and also another problem for Tim and because Ghana need more problems in now because of solution none. So today we're just gonna talk about these kind of things because intimate problems and intimate Kwache Frederick joining me on the show. Fred, Bibi Abokode.
Nyamiadum.
Na senia mashasi, I presented about 6 problems that me who say Ghana facing. na menim sɛ ebia na uhu ya ma memfa wo nhyɛ aseɛ na afei deɛ yɛnkɔ discuss about all these kind of issues. And let me just add you, then we all look at it from the viewpoint. Say maybe I want to be who at the crop potting and then some American because by that time now I think say union join me.
Yeah.
And the first tenor and then me person yen discuss it. I think the others will also join me, a bit me unemployment.
Okay.
In our system.
Yeah.
Unemployment in our system. If I just say make unemployment, why teacher need the unim asem kura America.
Yeah.
Nti mame fa won to so hana in place ho ye. Unemployment in the system. We are near about corruption. And then we also move on to poverty. So these kind of three things, if I say in discuss it. Because if we are messing up the next three, now you discuss it, then some solutions in some dream we present it. So once we another solution, we be a bit in Jaba.
Sure.
Unemployment a big challenge in Ghana.
Yeah.
Because now no data buy and just say Ghana for dodo now any juma ye. And this has become a problem. I think that throughout Africa now, you faces a problem now.
Exactly.
The problem of African leadership, as of my dream cohort, because you were teaming youth and they are ready to work by the Jumani. What do you think is the cause?
I think say okay, well, as usual, my mentia abusuafo na you say along the line, many will join us.
Okay.
Mentia chama demu, I think say we join here.
Mm-hmm.
Abusuafo nka ye nyina, mentia me communication officer ne mpanyinfo aka nyina. Yeah, chama. All right. Asɛm a wo de aba yi deɛ ɛho hia paa sɛ yɛsɛ discuss it. And unemployment no last I think say back door no na yɛ meka biribi. It's about we are not creative enough as Africans. Ɛna yɛn Africafoɔ no nso no because of I think selfishness ɛne one or two bi because wonim sɛ woba kurom ha da biara na yɛka yi I say they have find a way of creating the jobs nti obiara nya bi yɛ te sɛ bi a wote ha a wopi akɔ abɔnten akɔyɛ adwuma no obi nso yɛ adwuma wɔ wo fie so ahunu so ɔmo wɔ means of creating the jobs but we Africans yɛn take opportunity of the small things na yɛhunu around no sɛ yɛbɛtumi abɛsi on ɛno no yɛde create adwuma no obiara go school the last time I was saying it the intention is say me go school about we the farmer himself all produce ebia aduane no afem no mu ni nyina obi a middle of the year no na body bebu bebre ye twa body last I was telling you etimi twa body ama baako 60 na ebia ya turn for 10 cedis 5 cedis na that time yes aduane aba ne ya sɛ no within 3 months time no na saa bɔɔdeɛ na yɛtwa ne 60 no wokɔtwa wipe wokɔpɛ wipe kora si atwa wonya ba saa kuani no ne ba no ɔde ne kɔ university na ɔkɔtena bank akɔbɔ tie ba sɛ nka saa creative mind ne wɔ hɔ a within that period no anka ebɛhu sɛ saa bɔɔdeɛ no a anka yɛyɛ dɛ yɛ waste no anaasɛ yɛ use no fofofo no anka ebɛtumi de a yɛ biribi asesa akɔ different ayi a every time a bɔɔdeɛ no ho mɛyɛ den no yɛbɛtumi anya bi ayɛ dɛ adi a ɛbɛsan yɛ the same bɔɔdeɛ saa means no ɛyɛ means a yɛde create employment o ba yɛbɛkɔ school no awie bank na ɛhɔ ayɛ choke no because manager no ɔno nso ne ba akɔ university awie ɔna ɛwɔ links a ɔde ne ba akɔhyɛ hɔ na wo kuani ba no wasa abɛtena fie na wo papa ya na maame ɛsan atɔ ma ɔyɛ dɛ edi without thinking say ebia true me papa ku adwuma na ɔyɛ no metimi a create bibi out of that na me so me de ayɛ dɛ me de abɔ me bra so it all boils on we are not creative enough and moreover no our leaders are not also creative enough we need creative leadership leaders so I relax it ɛna ɔmafa ne sɛ saa na system ne teɛ so wobɛkasa at the end of the day no they say whom you know na akɔyɛ saa.
So you think say the challenges Africa is facing on unemployment and a creativity on the part of our leaders, and then the citizenry also count.
Yeah, both.
Okay.
Both. Because Obia person will depend on aban
Okay.
to get job. So you know, and aban for no so nya that creative minds, to create more employment. Even Obi create the idea na ba no, and that leads to corruption. Ebi a person ka aban so ebeboa no. Nipa no hu say ebi a say nipa wey free me political party anaasɛ or expectation nkɔdi sika bi bɛba ansa na adamudie bi bɛba ansa na ebi a wabie gateway na ama na yɛ no amanti no ɛma so ahunu. And I said something about selfishness. Ghanaians ebi a nipa baako mmienu betumi aka ɔmo sika anaa nan abom de raise capital na ɔmo de ayɛ dɛ ɔmo de ayɛ business so ate aseɛ anaa abie fam bi na ɔmo de ayɛ, but because nipa n'adwene yɛ ne sɛ wɔpɛ sɛ osisi ne nua anaasɛ biribi sɛ ne nti no ɔde adwene bɛhyɛ nti no ɔno nko atena ase akɔte sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔno nko anya saa capital ne de yɛ dɛ ɛde yɛ saa business no na ahye. Da biara meka when we were in the university no na guy bi ɔsi onya contractor na yɛama no t-shirts ɔmprinted t-shirt over 1,000. But no oni sika ɔde bɛ printed saa t-shirt ne nti no deɛ bɛn na ɔmo gye contract. That is where the selfishness is. Mo yɛ students na mo wɔ ha wɔ idea, and that is one thing about Ghana yɛn nso yɛ sikafoɔ no nso so. Our sikafoɔ no always also limit themselves in yɛmbie radio station and those kind of things. Meanwhile, we have arable lands yɛbɛtumi de ayɛ kua adwuma bebree. We keep saying sɛ aburokyerɛ akuafoɔ na yɛ sikafoɔ. Meanwhile, we have the lands yɛbɛtumi de ayɛ kua na kua adwuma no yɛwie a, then we think of how we can use the products what you say to do different things. To say lead fufu ba ye on say idea people talk against it, but going forward abeye emfaso e wa ha one is what take chrome ha many of us yendi say starch fufu ye ko fast starch na de we afra na waka na why dey na wadi what you say enti no see eti Ghana na bia me ya adwuma na need fufu wɔ hɔ a me free adwuma ba ya me free say be di me fufu a baka me kakra na ma yɛ na ma di. Going forward the system will gradually be changing and you will adapt to that. Enti banche na ɛsɛe a makoto say ya banche kuo before I left Ghana no me koto say banche gu ho bebrebe o me aton 100 and ya turn 15 cedis kwani na oso abanche na bobo ya afa ontimi say amfa bobo ya na beje 10 cedis. Ontimi say anso amfa nko because ye ntoy nti ne odi beje 15 cedis ni say anu de 10 cedis na ma bobo ya wura no na ono afa 5 cedis. Banche bebra ye de agu abobo ya mu aba begu market o 15 cedis that time. Can you imagine? But within such short period na no sa banche kro na no ubeko koto mienu ebi a 30 cedis and 50 cedis. So I didn't think I ntimi nwene.
True. And me can be say President Akufo-Addo say according to him say what Ghana for so friendly or you finance minister Africa. I replacing it with Dr. Amin or something like that.
Yeah.
Dr. Baya was saying Nanado says Nanado assented to the LGBTQ plus bill now.
Yeah.
When you foreign donor finance budget no. But ever since 1992 no Ghana your budget in abrofo finance. So if you are the new finance minister, now won't mean creative to get money. Yeah. But rather you also resort to the same status quo. Then where lies the creativity to send your kind of?
Yeah. So
we don't put our leadership to test.
That's it. You remember I told you the other day, say left unto me alone. We need to get a president or bet me taking that hardcore decision Ghana for say we are going to suffer for 4 years because you be jai mo no ekra se ebe kra kakra bi na ya dua ye mo ebi na me ka se yesikafo yi sika ni nyina akoye we ni omo kra mo fra buruchire ba no ɛdeɛ nti na nipa 3-4 ntumi nka ɔmo sika mu nkɔgye asase endua mo ɛntɔ machines mfa mpɔ mo no ho ntɔn ma Ghanafoɔ dan sɛ dabi yɛpɛ sɛ yɛde sika no kɔfa mo firi abɔnten de ba ɛna wobɛkɔm no most of them
the same
nyinaa
activity now all kind of because the understanding of the a natural Ghanaian is ade efra burukyira ba ɛna
saa however no obi wɔ hɔ a wɔde ne ho awura politics mu no ɛne lead to corruption o because ɔkɔfa mo na ontua duty kɛseɛ biara wɔ port
yes
so ahuno enti no ɔde ba cheap enti ɛma ne tirim sɛ system na ɛden ɛna nka ɔkɔfa na ɔtua taxes akɛseɛ wɔ so ne ade a ebia nka ɔbɛdwene ho sɛ oh then why don't I use the money to invest in Ghana here na me fa nyame ya me kua adwuma nyame mo ntɔn ma Ghanaians no and it's all about how you package it as well so ahuno
let me chip in this. I know say bimu be fu me asma me be kan but that is the honest truth because me I always want to present the truth. Somewhere in 2019 me kurum say me contest for NDC parliamentary primaries. And me drew here and me the akoto mpanyifo anim I want to contest the primaries. About 6 or so people actually picked the forms. Mama ya kwanya ma ye campaign is aka 2 days to the election no. And I'm mpanyifo a the constituency no. Eto nsa me ofia na menya call so I should come to one particular hotel with me person me wedding day. Because do ya mpanyifo ni nyina guda ba akum. And me bi so say na dey na ye ya. Almost almost frame no one baby me the reason why I'm person me MP because my friend nipa ni nyina you be able to na do me so. And I said it's too late because 2 days to the election and you are calling me to ask me at the current time MP. But the point is me tisi kurumana for 3 months na me campaign no me can't dey person me nobody even called me to ask me say how are you going to do it. And I said but you 2 days to election you are now calling me to ask me. Then after say me can't ask me natural mono. Na organizer friend me say oh sika ben na me de brom. And I'm saying sika. Also be aba okwa omo muska. Intimate way. And I'm sorry I will not give you anything. Because I don't see why one will be a yesomana otu sika say yesomana da. So we are talking about the unemployment and then the corruption here. That is the point I'm trying to arrive at. The corruption, you know, any unemployment and poverty in here intertwined. It comes together.
Yeah.
Because the creativity in the minds of the people on and then we don't even ask our leaders, say, we are giving you this particular portfolio, and the challenge in and then how are you going to solve it? And now the ministers here, some questions of parliament, it's like they're joking.
I'm not even following because
any serious questions. And if this is the caliber of people we have in a Ghana parliament, then I believe we say you hear computer keke.
No, you see,
Parliament House.
Me, I'm not interested in this vetting something. You know why? Once the president has mentioned the person's name, on himself obviously no, or quiet day out by day, you bet vetting it true. Anything to me interest was adding me. I don't know why because somebody like Howard Kumse with all these things, you know, not passing through vetting. No, what is the need of even the vetting itself? I quite say I have formality, you know, nipa ne kwa. Now somebody yes, oh, brabe minister. Oh, minister, ne krom hene edinachi, ne region hene edinachi, na bush afanyini edinachi, ne irene ne ma. Questions
let's assume say how a kumsi akwatana vetting ho in the community how a kumsi woman ebi am fan say Techimaya North MC Techimaya South MP ho
yeah
na Techimaya hena better ho Techimaya North MP no better could be
Techimaya question meanwhile if you want ka win the background be win some kind of questions if you are saying ka obusa no because enye ade keke bi na wo kan yeah the one back we see the ministry formulate policies it is our policies you know na ebe until president no crowd before say na obe appoint say nipa na as a minister no ese so unu say adwuma kese pa na ade ebe ma no so atiase because every sector needs to create employment na sector now dey nipa no say see a won so ani so ade hunu say obe create employment among crop why dey aye say nipa no As what we say, a crime bear soon above me create employment or sector.
Mm-hmm.
It is a great care. What you say?
Yes.
If it is education, how are we going to employ more teachers? Because
Now,
they
who is
say
asking this
government
question?
payroll now you
President
choke.
Mr.
What you say? Government payroll now you choke. It's private government sector na there. Easy say obey there. Obey employ for.
Mm-hmm.
If it is health, how are we going to do it? So
Mm-hmm.
all these things, and on before crime sign nowadays, our portfolio no be money. Let's always was our mentality. No, that be ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one say sa sector no be dey man no. No ma bi odi gugu akwan mu. Enti
Yeah.
oba betia. These are the questions I say here.
Yeah,
You
be
be say nipa no. What are the policies are they ba abeto ho ama because you say nipa no. I don't know how they write their manifestos there, but if that person forms part of the manifesto, I don't know policies are yeah, they ba be running ministry ni nyina no or yeah part of it because we okra na onim ya body din na obinti policies no kra aban na kana fe no no e betena se health there na health aban na person or your government no there no person or no health ye bisa say question no obi ba vet ya what is ye bisa ni bi da
Mm-hmm.
say wo you know wo sector no as a sector minister no waban no the policies e wo the ministry no o ministry na ba be head no ebi ni de hen
Now, we continue as our career on cotton national anthem. And then they ba.
ɛnɛ ɛsɛ wohu so wohu saa nneɛma no a ɛno na ɛbɛboa mo ayɛ dɛ watumi awura ne wo ministry no yɛ dɛ ɛyie and once you are part of that policy formulation no ɛno no na ɛbɛtumi amu wɔn sɛ but nyɛ sɛ wakɔtena wo kɛkɛ anɔpa minister na wabɛwura office na wapue kɔ da bia saa ne yɛ dayi wahu Ghana minister anɔpa biara ɔte TV so ɛna ɔyɛ politics
TV and radio so.
from an upper 8 to 10 I say 11 no or the nyina ti radio so
And you know what
o we are no akọ obedu office no ekọbọ 12 adwuma e wo ho pa so ye so inside documents binom ni ade na no pa ni nyina hye go obedu office oh yes ye minister okọ ha no asa tena ka mu pua no okọ that's how you run Ghana. That's the fact.
Mati, mami misao. Unemployment, corruption, poverty. You can say my solution. You can check on any of this. Which their solution a bit in that mind.
All right, first, like I said, unemployment in India. One thing about it is that we have to be creative enough. No matter the kind of education I never my honor because your business people are or man go school and do baby but they have been able to be creative or much maybe you ma or my day or more fan for or more ye. So and the two must work, government and private sector. It is a buying creative the enabling environment. Now a buying see a creative enough. If you want kitten, you see, you have a problem. They say, "Ebi a obi asoli akotire adwuma mfra no pa kosi anwumre no ana na adweye ne say wo ye den wo ye adwuma." But it doesn't work like that. How we timi koye 3 hours wo baabi. Opon a ebi a atena se be 2 hours agi na home wo baabi bo nso akonya 5 hours su bi so ye den wo baabi no wa boss so wo nya ne 8 hours no for the day. So who know. But we think say masoli adware akotena adwuma we mu afra no pa no cry the laziness ba.
Yeah.
Ni haba nipa no be akotena ho 8 hours no 6 hours ye nkomodie 2 hours pe na productive work. So who know. So we need to check that in as much as creative no. So who know. We have to also try as much as possible say aban no should be created the enabling environment. Okay. Private sectors and so what me ide are striving more. 2, corruption. And the obi anim say e kanka. Na di wura mu di aba we di no aye dey. No aye no monyo. So who know. But I think say corruption is more to not limited to politicians in Kwao. Seriously. Corruption na didia ko yi say ye bu baby say oh uhunu nsa wo hora na ne mpanyimfo ye dey edidie enti no last time say ne ka offer kwan we so tenten a bury ankoa obehia within Ghana itself no it's about 300 from Wa to Accra
Yes.
Yeah, so driver ni duru hɔ a ɔbɛyɛ dɛ
Obetua.
obetua kakra. Enti duru baabi kura na driver keke ne ho na yɛ delay a wo ti car na abu afu driver tua ne yɛn kwai. Wonim sɛ ai bɛyɛ norm.
A normal thing in the society.
So ahu no. Enti you try say we go the opposite way kakra bi a na wo kura ho ayɛ dɛ abɛyɛ ahyi. Enti starting from there na yɛ gyegye kɔ because yɛ gyegye no na no bo ama na bɛyɛ dɛ abɛyɛ kɛse. And you see ɔn sɛ ɔba kurom ha a polisifoɔ na fa means etimi de yɛ dɛ etu ɔmo ka because over speeding yɛkyi a yɛtwa ka ama wo na ɔde ɔka kɔ fie no wakɔ akɔtua. Enti day no sɛ yɛkyi ɔmo kyi over speeding bɛyɛ nipa 100 a imagine sika a yɛbɛyɛ dɛ ɔmo benya. So ahu no. Aside that, there are other things. Road well, the normal be who default to a police in India instant and charge when you see come find show on the bottom. The police in India eager or bury a hot chain, so better in charge office no handle social cases a bad day rather than to be on the road. Meanwhile, same road do not you will barriers be was so for be a crime check no. I also soon a armed robbers so where they operative. So what is their business there? So you know, over move we na over go different sector no, it's the same corruption. So example na me say obi kura anya idea bi say me pese me ye me create adwuma we na say bibi sa no. Say the bibi ni aba mu and link it to that and I say the political party na ewo ho a that idea will never surface. If you want one political party kura betimi aba. Enso sa de na nye dey en surface because ebi ana ono no te ho no wa hu se wa nya hwe amfiri mu na opese ono na nka ha na emra ne ho example ne last na de na BOT ka se na okowe ne US award bi a na nka so yeah or establish a factory no ne ade within his own political party no anye yi onu anu se fertilizer factory ni yentimi bie individual bi be bie na obe benefit ni be ka say asomasi na say no that selfishness no and this adwene no and also ka ho. Poverty is a mindset. Yentimi create adwuma ye corrupt ebe dey hia yen
That's true.
Because human na system ni flow na kakra ko obi abotom a I don't think say there will be any much poverty in the system. What you say?
All right. Why you teacher ni there? My main fa way so na yen because me pese me ye dey no so ka ho. Rural urban migration so another big challenge and so facing Ghana as a nation. And then lack of well-defined child welfare practices. And you need any practices be at the moment.
Yeah.
And then illiteracy and quality education. And not just education.
No.
Because somebody might think say education will be a free education, but how quality is the education? Not accessible to everybody.
Sure.
Because your communities will be Ghana. In fact, to whatever you teach, my explanation and what is actually going on in education.
I think that let me start from the back.
Okay.
Now I lead it to why people move to migrate to the urban areas. Okay. No. Right. So when we talk of literacy and accessibility of quality education, it really simply means education, ebinom nya access to it because you go to a certain community entirely there's no school and the accessibility no any ho. So obviously it will tell you say there will be literacy. Huge number of people are one day omonko school. And you see there's no motivation because nipa no be wie school no obekwa school na wie no okone na nam kakra na wo ho na mu wie na no odi ni papa chi kwa fumu ana ase bi a omo koka mo ana ase bibi sha. I'm not saying say farming is not good but the kind of farming na ye no Ghana no the same way yenkotwa bro ye meton no season no asa ye di kakra na wo ho na ye sensam ni ase akosi se next season ni ase ado bro na the same thing. So nothing comes out of that. So and Emma the kind of education na yenya no enye and our systems no kra na ye dey check education no so kra so enye.
Yes.
You see da bia me ka say me wa kwanya me instead of say me di be see university no and I say me di be more expansion of university no me see more KG schools because say akola no nya proper foundation a eno na o reset in the mind no yes schools ni nyina ase ye de ani akohwe esoro no nko a na ye gyae ase no meanwhile say o pese wo bi adua na dua no ma dua ne direction a it is time na wo bi adua no foforo num na adua na enyini ba no eno na wo be kire direction adua ne nye den enko ba se dua ne nyini wie na pese dua ne nyina wie na fe na wo ko koam na de ayi akobọ so na ayi the next day wo be ba na dua na ye den na abu. And that is the kind of system of education ye run. Nipa na do university awie no afa na abe kire ne patriotism or ye corrupt awie. Nipa na do university awie na afa na abe kire ne moral systems or ye corrupt awie. What corrupt mind na awie. So ti ase. Nipa na do university awie no afa na abe kire ne creativity. Ne mind na ye corrupt awie. Because that time no sika di nanim. And to sit down and create something on his own, no, a ma can be on all depending will be baby. I know yes, I saw you free because of a quick money when yes, you can need. So to sit down thinking now on yet about no passing through the system now on teaming creating yano there be because when yes education from the basis. So no. So your schools, you know, of course some of the schools you are our villages are senior or rebel and collated form any other they just say hey too bad. Now colla I feel no what's that education I say there's no motivation or co school out form the squat idea to at it in one so was fire solely obi or how much any a cat a ye be a she the din no man a kayano that no num ya can see home. Yes, baby, Cascala. Yeah, fufu na ya twa bi asi ho ana opale aka ne jam a se di twa fufu e de ko hra no fufu anyinya so bende
what ni oni hwe
ye na wa kika we amene na ya ka wasi kwazo say ko school you see but within area no environment so say wo hwe wo ha system and kura ntwa kwa mu nko school within the small area biya no oma create school ye dey e wo ho and na meka what say my mo akwala wo school fine but 7:00 no na school there no yatum and you know there's nothing like late comer ya mo but you know when you access to the school into who parents you know that's it it was be no me say when be discipline aye dey a content
school no
so who know but when here is the case here who system nte sa
school na na kura pono ndam
e ban na no anadwo na ya no mfo so akotina mu ahyeshi bia ne agum a obekọ school bi mda bia gese nkra pla toilet gese nkra pla toilet
adoma Ghana na mehu te adoma kwa kromfu ko wi school mu
yeah bana ne akoya no yi what they say you know they say that there are mototototo
condemn
no akọ wi that there that's for that no they koye dey
I was on kwasi akoro no e dey no adoma school adoma was makọ wi
amowi onya pro no kro betu akọ ani akosi ne dia no
pa wo Ghana o
so like eno ana a lead to lack of well-defined child welfare practice because senkola na enya proper education
okay
you not be able to define the kind of welfare akola necessary onya bi na make no say akola no oba school no kra no anopa no ebi kra wa didi anaka kra oyedi ye ni akanasi and parents ni be so irresponsible in as much say aban ni irresponsible no parents ni be so very irresponsible because no bi osole ahomache papa okopesika say akola no be dey so be dey no nti say akola ni interest ni wo school ni kakra bi no okọ na ebia na ni agi school ni mu kakra bi a wo ya odwane kofi a be parents na ye dey ahu say omoma na ye dey ɛredwane kɔ fie. Me kɔ me first station after training college yɛ post to me because me early childhood nti no nti na me wɔ class 2 because of language barrier nti I decided to be in class 2 na ɛyɛ yi nti me modify my class in the church that ɔmo mo JHS no kora break time na bi ɔmo tumi ba me class na me nkola no so me nkola no be take delight say ɔmo ni like ɔmo ni G class na nkasa along the line no ana CS ne ba say menko KG because me early childhood. I'm so early childhood no there is true but it's from KG1 to class 3. Nti bia no betimi handle ba bese me familiar with the system kakra say the way language you know ba ko mienu bi nti no na so that say me call KG na because how you pure literacy me ko share language ayede ase akwasi o dabi ana omoye ya na me headmistress then na oba na head ana so okay I should go to the KG. So me jam me class no na second term ana me kotena KG class ho. So na me nkola no teacher ni bia su ni o che o ma de o. Ena me nkola na tete ho saa nti one madam no no class 4. No decide say okay ni obe engage me nkola no. No wura class ho. Nti o wa nche me ho saa na me headmistress e frame me. Me call ye na lady no say na ya assistant. Ana o ka kire me say I should go back to my class. The baba bia na me dey emra. You know why? Madam ne echo class ho just one period no. Man ka kire madam ne say the kwa chia ne class no. We a teacher ni kura school ha as we speak now and here akwa wani bed. E be guas because the whole school no teacher ni bia ni ho a owura ne class even classes for enkura no betimi aka kire say madam ya duru ha. Offer textbook na obekire o say yesua duru ha. Ebi ni ho. By class 2 me class na as at that time no obekire say ya duru ha. Mathematics obeka kire say we ya dada master kire yen. So move on. Because you know what I did? Me making sure say akola me omo te exercise books ni nyina majeje ni nyina na matwere obi a di agu akire na makipu no office because me say akola na the books no ko fie a omo papa no tete de ye no omo pe. Enti akola no ebeduru second term no na textbook na exercise book na me de ode ba school no na ni ho half ko. Enti me jeje books ni nyina na me mo ba akopese eye homework a de be kofi. Me share obi a parent bi a ma ne to exercise books you know the buy na me pay office trunk na me di gum. And at that time ye textbooks you know and so me select ni nyina na me di go. Enti ye class prefect. Do you know how I need a class prefect? I think say comment but who here say meka. Omo pedo ye bully. Enti class prefect ya obi ba class na bisa wa se wa untimi nka. Na class prefect ni you here then am say there be class prefect we mempe. You be class prefect for and you class prefect. O responsibility ni say ye o mass ya. Obekọ office wo na wa kofa master's books about.
They say who can
There is who can you English ya. Obekọ nti cupboard key no, me a trunk ni key no. Me na makoto key na mbia kotum. Ene mo books no. Etu kwa na maka cho say koyi mass exercise books bra. Enti ese wutimi ko office ho na ukọhwe mo class no mo mass exercise books na uyi na ade oba na maka cho say share nti wu na obehwe din no abobo and this is the kind of class prefect
you'll be forced to learn.
Exactly.
So that is the kind of quality education that can be done. Any accessibility. So what you are saying, it doesn't matter. Say be a
No.
Teachers and also play active role.
Exactly, we play major role. So what you say, and here can you know so you can accessibility no textbooks you know so in the because KG you know what I realized they say me move from there and call KG the next year no and me call KG you know what I realized they say textbook you know ABI 2 3 meanwhile no KG itself no essentially will share textbooks in the man crown no more exercise in your book nim at the end of the year no asa esa krane edeko the same parent no de ne ba be ko private school obeto textbooks ni nyina de ama krane de ayedai Edi akọ.
Akọ.
Nti literacy a ombeyi they say that is for English. Numeracy a eno so ombeyi that is for mathematics. So ahuno creative arts eno so ombeyi for ayi. So ahuno enti sa no mani nyina no se akra ni book na government school no book ni ye 1 and 2. Ti say teacher ni no wan twere ngu board so and as at that time how do you engage the children akra wo twere ngu board what have 10 no na akra wada. So ahuno but when you books not to be a lot of pictures near the children then engage themselves. So ahuno offer proper KG system classroom a lot of activities because at that time no energetic they learn through play. So ahuno but here is the case our classroom no kura mu atutu. So at here yes offer proper KG classroom you need to get 4 corners. The 4 corners baby ebia omo market nti no wahesa ebia konko me konko num ne sa normal na yedey ego. So you see say the children will engage themselves by we say we be kono now we have away metomok any that kind of this that is language omo kasa they are conversing nti we say how much now we aka indirectly no we say agronomu die but they are learning market business people we call other side
I think say I just said that about one-on-one on education alone. And the side work could be you can say these 3: rural migration, illiteracy, quality access to education, lack of well-defined child welfare. My solution
okay.
You as a professional teacher.
I think that out of Mekasa na me ma solution
yes, but I want you to be clear on it.
My clear solution is when it comes to accessibility of quality education, the government should be proactive. Now they should provide textbooks. As you speak, when you say basic schools or exam. So how do you assess your students? Say throughout the term, even the teacher yourself, you have to evaluate yourself through the exams. Now, what they man call na test or my say, they are watching almost yampa. So say more anye exams bia to test the ability what you say ebe o ma aye dey perform it and now who say o perform it. So the government should be proactive. They should build proper structures. That old system of classroom we should learn to build a classroom enclosed and gram you are locking up
to say e-block the NB.
To say e-block no cry fine because no you to classrooms in any identity easy but we should learn to build that yakata school ne ho a gate da no enkura ni nyina ma ki wura mu wia obia wo within
yatum
easy so obehu na kula bia movement. You see samra na wo nyina ye ni o but so ye di akora be hye wo nsa as teacher ni now mark register. Now mark akora ne present wo register ni mu a the whole day no watchman akora ba bi obeko bia say akora mo wura kura ti a parent no wo right so question wo enti na ha se wa hwa wo parent no na be so akora ne nsa de na question teacher ni nsem enye se wo na be wo akora ne tiko se wonko. Enti most of African parents ne no ani say ne ba actually we dwale na wa wona tiko se ko from the school and also from the field to the school no in between anything can happen. So how will you know say we no do school ni?
But what they do in Finland is from class 1 they wanna akwala na beko.
Yeah.
But kindergarten parents and I say you designate somebody to go and send the person or to take the person.
One say class 1 no within the environment Kenya ebia wo fie ne school no enya yi but Ghana African child betimi anante distance and san wa school.
True.
So but who dey okay bia who dey near walking distance within small and I say bia ni nua kura panyini kakra wo ho a ono ko no ne nyina betimi a walk aye den akọ. So it's different from your system no. However no say and I'm can say we should be proactive. Our kind of structures here, classrooms, no, then we should also try as much as possible. See a bit me. yɛbɛtumi de textbooks any other needed materials na teaching materials Ghana nko ara na yɛka sɛ improvise adeɛ no nso no the rare thing no wɔ hɔ yɛ teaching abstract adeɛ no o conjure asɛ woyi magic no nti akwaraa no tam biara ɔyɛ imagine where we can bring the object so ate aseɛ to feel and touch observe na yɛhu by yɛyɛ deɛ yɛka no ne yɛka no wiem asɛ akwaraa no ani ana ɔde ne tirim na ɔde imagine nti deɛ ɔntumi nyɛ that type no a ɔno ne deɛ nso ɔbɛhu adeɛ no na watumi ayɛ dɛ akae ne adeade no and at that level ana wɔkyerɛ saa akwaraa no saa adeɛ no ɛbɛyɛ dɛ saa akwaraa no atumi asua adeɛ ɛbɛyɛ dɛ wɔyɛ creative ɔnhunu
Mate,
we should try as much as possible to do that. Yema textbooks ne other and parents should be responsible. Government should be responsible. And no never boama yenya the quality education no. Na parent who ja obakwa no when etiko say onye day uncle school bi akeke dabi.
All right. So me define some simple solutions to unemployment, but I think say other aspects say na waka no to be kakra. What I wrote here and said the government should support technical education. Now, or encourage say youth should pursue technical courses, and then youth-funded programs should also be initiated in our communities. Say we person starting business. The government can also support to say youth.
One reason why I said there be a failure. Government sadly we never saw omonye. I remember say former President Kufuor time. Youth employment one where you go obey for a grass cutter or one why well in numbers I know my snail farming is I know money. But at the end of the day, you need system be our ABI office to monitor sa at the end of the day, say the panel accurate me production now a hand fan or they quacoton.
So what do you mean by any system be a check-in? And as a nipa production so anybody or they go.
But say you this kind of woman, you the man is a political person, and you this kind of day. A man.
That is true that we have failed. In Tinipa, not being quite say Mejiskana, not being say Okotoba, my bias.
And I say, because Obama, my transfer said the next government to buy on check. Scan most of them no call Emma. And I make I say, you are giving it to them for a purpose.
Then secondly, for in the Christmas period.
Okay, a point you okay, good.
A very good point now.
A very good point in Ankawa raising, but the NTS but you're failing no. At the end of the day, say, you dissicanema or say, snare rail and crana. Okay, my and one mania. Market center no here. May they call no Macquaco acquire dear tears can back. What you say? Because government now, effort means okay. One a do say period we ever be na ya ba be fa na ya kwa koton e bia e ton aban share wom sei osu share wom sei because aban na afan de kakra say aban no betu esika na capital na remain with you no what you say na e bia ono je ye na obi de bia kotu and school fees yes youth so obehu na party chairman akwaje say esika we bi party chairman we this 60 years we youth
na so esika na one da brand so wonche.
So
how can you do because the first thing you arrive at a point, negative point and say you're in a political line.
That's it.
NPP must be before last election who receiving a text message.
Yeah.
Oh, why Mudi party members? 5,000 pepe.
And mammy be our tea Mammy be our tea a central market or Mokashi. Well, because when yes, can you be now Bunia for Nascan or much 5,000 will be Time I know where people assembly on
message.
Then they will and people assembly on you and I think Captain Smart.
The Matlock
Echo program visa. Yes, so that is why Sanoma is until who ran on my say. A better man, Okajisika, Bosio, at the Babe and Power on Crawford.
But winning BB, the point now reason is it's coming to buttress Canada Japan viewpoint. Yen run Ghana as a business. Not because the business, obey business. Now, Bosnia as your capital. Or you always try say, ubenya profit. Now, what you are Bosniano. As you run a Ghana, and it's any politicians in run and then every 4 years, Tima Munim so you better talk about you because this kind of corana, maybe I make a job, boyana, we were in my granny, those kind of things. Don't you think, say, it is high time we go by Kennedy Japan's ideologies to say you're running Ghana as a business instead of saying you're running the political lines. You know?
No, you see, country no, because of the word economic and our economy, no, the mentality of business should be there. What you say? What we have failed to do, he said they're okay, you know, and he said, some of these things they go into it. By Emfa Bosiano, Emma Bessi, and I am fine yet idea a bit yan hoka. Mekwa Bosia. What we see Commander Sugar Factory. Now what operation Arizona. Now a produce more sugar. Now the be a exporter. I didn't think as Bosiana Kojin ain't mintia.
That is what they call self-financing loan.
That's it. So we should be looking at projects
for consumption.
That's it. But no bet you see the reason why. Mami me secret bin to ask Ghana for ya dwene nko ho. There was a time Kenofurata be catch say IMF due no anko year by March or something. We will not be able to pay our workers. But March ni betwam na enya IMF due no. But workers were paid. Enti hefa na onya is called the adwuma for nika. So what you say? So it's just like teacher ni a sabi o ana adwuma ni a wote village. Na Ghana no madika aka say the game failing dey. Yeah. Ye kwaje bosia ye di wi a ye ho ya akire ye na a se bia o me kwaje bosia wo commercial bank. Na commercial bank for no say ma diska na wi ma fa nkoya adwuma bia e bia se nka mitimi ye dey. Etua bosia no. Ana commercial bank for ni abere o mo chesi ma diska no ma call UT bank. No ma kwa kwaje UT bank bosia na mde abetua commercial de no. So what you say? You know, the game failing no. Eti UT de no maje abro commercial de no so kakra no ma balance commercial for ti kakra ka so no so ma chop. Afi na UT for so ye dey da meka. So UT for twe me no na mako ADB. Na mako je wo ADB ho. Na me de abetua UT de no. Enti se UT de no se na 5,000. Na ma ji 6,000 ho. ADB ho. Na me de abetua UT 5,000 no.
Na me de 6,000 why you did that. Ekwa now the momo loan akwa what na me de o send you biska o de famo David
live akono so
papa di fella so they say I saw red or no
but me my life for brother no person so
hey I said
go my life we go pass ala no so
I saw red or
Baba, etu we na eze de yin account ni bleedi. Sikato mo awuro moto ne to ate.
Hey, asemo. Mate na ye besi
wa. Account.
We for 1 hour with Munufi na ye besi wa na discussing a lot of serious issues. I mean, if you say a border Ghana problems, a border on Ghana, then any ya prefer solutions. If you say Kwache Frederick Emma very, very serious and better solutions. I think say moving on. These are some of the things that SAA. This is how Ghanaian teachers behave. We are. And he said, "Yeah, Millicent, well, you know, business you are able to."
Ghana, the way Ghana behave, no one you know, my you know. So Ghana itself, you know, it's like that teacher you are referring to.
Yes.
It's what I say. So a running trend, the same thing again. We go to did so pioneer which they had to say the improve way day or mine go to the ICC for me. Me acquire IMF. That is the end. When the last resort, teacher here and as a government worker, and as a it will be there have been teachers they have also done very well within their own they have opened other businesses additional to their normal teaching work, you know. But I see one thing about the system, they say, so must have quite any baby. Teacher you know start to say or your business, they are kind of teacher do man who don't forget say now you never call side business so more because a home affecting more money than the boss me a ketchian. And teacher do man obey but obey any be a biala. So the quality no I will pay you may not get it. What you say? But because on also cash or depending on the salary and so and come ya di bi ba we no because when a ya ban adwuma wo ebi afie ho ayaba oni option than say ode ni sika be kwa akwaje bosia say ode ba be ya yie which is normal in our society ebi ayie no be wie no na ka aba
yeah
wantimi anye den
and
anko ya bosia no so from there no problem na hyase no and this kind of person no cry obey the wanya concentration no dey dey or dey akyira de tem bia oba school kura na no wamuna ase one nkura no problem
yeah
and you see say na ye kan nyina no leading to the final part of it na ye rural urban migration no within the community itself no say enwuma ni ni ho e bia community na wotimi no akwaye kuadwuma nko a kuadwuma no nso no senkai eburo na ye do no ana ye wo factory bi wo ha ebe employ nkrofo such that eburo no ye de be ye bibi so ohunu e bia ye yam ni some form ya baage ye de ba kra ne ade a say at least adwuma o community nim enti nipa no be de wagyae say adwuma no ho aba krom so oye de oba be so apa opa when you go to north on some of the places nika for ho bibra a man koyama you know no more hata and you look at the hours I almost spend wo ade na aburo sam na o makoyam no wo ho a what you say what na ho ne ade ana nka ye company ana omoye de omoyam no mo ton a so ahunu it will reduce the way go maame na ono no okonya adaje akotena ho ana se ode eye kuadwuma nkwan sa season ni obetimi akọ factory ho akoye adwuma kakra na wasan ton ama wo mo a because you maduani o mo ye den omudi na bi afiri ho so aye den aba akra no ne ade eno na increase productivity na you need more hands so ahunu
that's true
eno no be man crofo na remain e wo ho
all right
you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be in Accra.
Okay. Enti abusiafo medamase sene ameka no ene yede besi wo ha na nyame ya adom wo chena ye besan aba beto so 1 hour with Munufi say and here no we don't just criticize but sometimes we give solutions. Enti but you can subscribe to our platform 1 hour with Munufi on Facebook ubetimi and then at the same time on YouTube ubetimi subscribe. Ti nyame ya adom wo chena mene Fred besan aba na you know as we discuss another topic ebeboa Madagana. Enti meda obibia se nyame yes you know we have to give you a day for education maybe possibly on Thursday so just prepare send a
all right
you bet me a the whole day in the amount now on air I can come out with education
sure. all right
enti edawase
so